Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Thursday, the 10th of December 2020. I hope you're well wherever you are. Let's see what we get. Major Arcana reading. General energies. Okay, one more shuffle. There we go. Right, coming in with the Magician. That's a nice start. I'm just going to take a slurp of my tea, 1 second. I've just been out for a walk along the lanes and across the fields here in the south of England. Very, very lucky to be living out in the country. And there are still a few little flowers around, few roses on the bushes, but it's pretty dark and damp and bare now. But there we go, that's winter for you, isn't it? Right. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Wow, this is shaping up quite nicely. Okay, let's see what else we get to kick us off. Sorry, I need one more. The reader knows when the shuffle is right. There we go, the shuffle is right. Ooh, the Emperor. I'm just going to adjust the light a bit here. Oh, no, that's not going to work. Sorry. Okay. Right, the Emperor, the Magician, oops, and the Wheel of Fortune. Right, okay, so there's a real openness to wherever you might want to manifest your authority in this reading. The reading of 2 days ago and the few readings leading up to that really did speak of a kind of regime change. We had the Emperor in the reverse for 2 days. Yesterday he was completely absent, and now he's back, but he's back with the Magician and the Wheel of Fortune. This is a new regime for us, and very, very strong energy. I mean, the Magician here, the Arch Manifester. I was going to say the Anything Can Happen card, but that really would be the Wheel of Fortune, would it not? The Hermit. Okay. Wow. Okay, so whatever is happening, whatever we're making happen outside of us in the Magician, whatever authority we're stamping on the territory of our life with the Emperor, is backed up by the inner knowing. And there's a kind of thoroughness to this thus far, and very strong male energy, if I may say. The Hermit is like the Hierophant, but kind of gone inside. He's the Hierophant it's like when the Pope retires, if the Pope ever does retire. Sometimes they do. I guess they don't all stay in post until they die. It's like a spiritual leader kind of retreating to the cave to contemplate with very, very little, kind of very small creature comforts. And there's a kind of austerity, there's kind of aesthetic, aesthete quality to the Hermit. So there's certainty inside, certainty outside, and a huge vista of space for us to stamp our authority on our own lives. This is absolutely wonderful. Okay, I'm going to take another one. Right, now this was the key card from yesterday, the Hanged Man. So again, the lack of necessity to rush anything here. The energy is so strong, so sure. Sure inside, sure outside. Yeah, the authority running through this is palpable. And the Hanged Man here is kind of mirroring the Wheel of Fortune. It doesn't matter which way you look at this. It's not, you've got nothing to lose, as in you kind of reach the end of the road. You're at the beginning of the road. You can't lose. Okay, now I promise I shuffled and shuffled. Moon in reverse. This was really big yesterday. What was murky, unclear, kind of fuzzy around the edges, kind of backwards reflection rather than direct vision. It's cleared. It's cleared. There's a totality to this, which is really, really strong. And I really can't say much more than that. This is stuff from the past in the Moon card, represented here by the lobster. The most long-lived, or one of the most long-lived animals at all ever, coming up to the surface, bringing all the secrets from the past with it, and creating this sort of head-spinning, rather warpy sort of energy that we see here with the dogs going a bit crazy and you know, clearly the full moon. It's done. It's done. It's washed through. And whichever way you look at it, and in the Hanged Man here, mirrored with the Wheel of Fortune, that no one can ever really tell as it spins which way up it is. Is it up the right way? Is it up the wrong way? Fortunes rise, fortunes fall. This is this is a new paradigm. And I really do get the feeling that these readings that are coming at the moment are to do with what's happening on the 14th. There's something big happening astrologically in 5 days. And then this huge event on the 21st, on the solstice, where Saturn and Jupiter come together in Aquarius. And it really is the kickoff of a new era for all of us, because it's in Aquarius. So this is to do with the collective. The ground has cleared, but we can't quite see that yet because we're so close to it. So perhaps the invitation here is to, like the Hanged Man does, look at it from a completely new angle, because the space is there to do that. Manifestation is on the table. Authority of manifestation is on the table. And the authority that expresses itself in the Emperor, in the outside world, to the outside world, is mirrored by the Hermit here, who is authoritative within himself. Now look, you can tell he's authoritative within himself. Otherwise, how could an old dude like that survive in a cave on his own? Old people who survive in caves on their own really, really know what they're doing. I'm going to get one more, because I'm quite interested in this moon in reverse energy here. What have we cleared here? What have we cleared in the moon in reverse? What is sailing away? Okay, I'm just going to give it one more shuffle, and then I'm going to show you what I'm talking about when I ask the question, what is sailing away? What I'm talking about is those ships on the horizon, leaving. What are they taking away with them? That was in the reverse, wasn't it? Yeah, that's right. When it's in the reverse for you, it's in the upright for me. I got confused. What is being taken away? Yeah, sorry, that moon came out in the reverse all the way through, but I think I laid it down wrong for you. It is in the reverse. What is leaving on that ship? Okay, that's what's leaving. Strength in the reverse. What's leaving is the collective inability to get to grips with what we are, with what we want, and with how the expression of what we want plays out in the collective will. I've noticed that a lot of the people who are complaining about the situation that we're going through at the moment, with the limitations on us that are still apparent, and I think will continue to be apparent for some time yet, are the very same people who before this crisis were saying how unhelpful it was to have a sort of a high consumption, sort of have what you want whenever you want, and that really we need to sort of start to live more locally and burn less fuel because it's bad for the environment, blah blah blah. They're the same people who are now complaining about not being allowed to travel and go shopping. We need to reassess how we play out what we want. That's what the Strength card is about. That wanting what we want, when we want it, and how we want it, is that Lion. And the Strength card is all about the overcoming and the mediating and the civilizing of that that force. That's what's leaving on the ships with the moon, because we have to learn to live differently as a collective, and not just a sort of, oh, we all have to sort of change our ways. We have to really understand how we express what it is we want, and how we then go about sharing the territory of this life that we are all living together on this planet, on which we are all living together. How do we share this space so that it's not simply the law of the jungle, where the ones who roar the loudest get what they want? That's what's really at stake here. And that's the nature of this change that is coming in. And these readings, I think, are building up to this. It's a very, very important time. And it's the most extraordinary time to be alive. Right, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for another reading. Namaste.